I did quite a few runs across to the other side of the creek today, and it was great. It was nice and flat, and there was really nothing going on as far as currents and all that stuff. So it was like a perfect day. It was funny because earlier it was pretty rotten out, and then the sun came out, and then it just turned into a really nice day. Like this is what it was like when I first got there, miserable. It was water was cold. So I was trying to practice like getting across to the creek and then keeping on going, like trying to get a little more like turning at the beach and then keeping on going. Because that's the thing I really struggle with is turning and keeping my speed up and everything. Going in a straight line is so much easier than trying to aim somewhere and then go there. And I rock started back, and I think I had pretty good success rock starting here. Like I said, like the water was pretty flat. It wasn't really very challenging, so I was able to launch pretty easily and come back. Trip's yelling at me. I'm like, what? Yeah, there were four of us down there at one point, and it was really fun. And I could see like Dowd has now he started with the dock start launching, but I think now has switched to trying to learn the knee start, which is what I use because it's, I mean, way easier. I think to learn. I don't think I could ever learn that dock start, or it would take me a long, long time where you throw the board out. But here I was like, instead of heading right for the beach, I was like, I'm gonna go to the second. I'm gonna try to go to the second beach, so a little bit further. And I remember when I got here, I was pretty tired. Yeah, right there. And here I was practicing like just turning in tight, keeping my speed up while making little precise turns. And I did okay. Like my goal was to get in between these docks, and I was able to do it. But I kept on doing this. Like I wanted to go for some longer runs, and like instead of going straight across to the beach, I was trying to like go further up or further out, I guess. And then my goal was to make it to the second beach, which is further than this one that's right across. And I didn't quite make it, but I got right to the pretty much to the end of the rocks there. I was getting pretty tired right here. So eventually I just kind of like ran out of gas. When I was over there, I was so happy. I tried rock starting off off the a rock off that point there in the second beach, and I had to try a few times, but I finally got it. And this is the first time I've like launched not heading right back to the beach. I was heading out towards the open water, and then once I got going, I was able to turn it and come back towards the dock. So this was close to a minute run here, and I'm really glad that I'm starting to get that. Like I don't have to just go in a straight line. I can actually turn and kind of make it to my destination. But yeah, I went out of frame here because I went way across there and then turned kind of along a parallel to the shore. I was pretty gassed when I got back, though. Chip's saying, let it come up, let it come up, because I never stop pumping. I never glide. That's something I really need to work on, and I did try it once on one ride across, and it made a massive difference. Not this run, but one of the other runs. So I was able to rock start back, and I was talking to this couple from Whitehorse, and they were just amazed, like, what? How are you doing that? What is that? And everything, you know. But yeah, and it took me a few tries to get launched off that rock back, but yeah. Yeah, I was trying to follow Lee there, and it just he could turn so much tighter than I can, and whenever I turn tight like that, I get into a roll, and it's like I can't get out of it. Right here, I was trying to pump out to the boat and get onto the wake, but I again tried to turn it too tight there, and it got into a bank, and I couldn't get out of it. So here I was going for a wake. And there was like a little bit, I could feel the wake under my board, and I was going without pumping for like a second or half a second. I was like, what? This is so cool. And then Lee had gone up the creek here, and I was thinking, I'm going to go launch and try to follow him up there. So I'm really low on the mast there. You can see not enough speed, and I just kind of ran out of speed. But I managed to recover it and turn back around and get back to the dock. And this is my last run there, just trying to get back to the dock and call her a day. So much fun today, though, and so many more things to work on, especially the pumping and then gliding. Just got a few seconds of that, and got to work on that.